In the name of Allah, welcome everybody to the 4th English grammar with Mr. Ahmadi. In this video, I am going to explain for you the passive voice for tense. What is passive voice for tense? When the object of a sentence be at the first of sentence is called passive voice. Let's know. See, when the object of sentence be at the first of sentence is called passive voice. How? Look examples. I call him, and here him is object and I subject. So this sentence is not passive. Why? Because object is the end. When the object be at the end of sentence, that is active tense. But if we change the place of subject to object, that time it is going to create passive voice. Him is changed to he, and I change to me. It means the object comes at the first of sentence. So in this case, I can call it passive voice. So when you change the place of object subject, that sentence is created as passive voice. Basic rules of changing active voice to passive voice. We will understand the base and the top rules of changing active to passive. The first thing, the active sentence must be read exactly. And what do I mean by that? It means you should recognize your tense. Which tenses are used to your sentences? For example, she buys a pen. Which tense is it? The reader must consider it. It means it is simple present tense. Or next, I'll pray Allah. Which tense is it? It is simple future tense. The first step must be observed reading the sentences according to tenses. The second step, guys, please change the place of subject to object How? See, it is object should be at the first of sentence. Okay, is bought by her. And here we change the place of subject to object. It is object comes at the first of sentence, and it is subject that is used at the end of sentence. So the second step, changing the place of subject to object and object to subject. The third rules. We use the suitable to be verbs in passive. Remember, guys, we always use suitable to be verbs in passive. For example, in simple present tense we use is and are. In simple past tense we use was, were. In continuous tenses we use been. In perfect tenses we use been. In simple future tense and future in the past tense we use be. So you should consider the tense after it. You must use suitable to be verbs. Look at some examples. For example, she buys a pen. It is active tense. But in simple present tense, we can use from to be verb of is and are. Change the place of subject to object and object to subject. A pen. So it is single. We can use is. No, and no are. Is. Third form of that by her. It is passive. The third steps. The fourth steps. We always use third form of the verb in passive voice. We always use third form of the verb in passive voice. How? For example, if our verb should be, for example, see is the first form. In the simple present tense or in active tense be the first form or second form. Always in passive form should be used third form. For example, see, sing. See, go, gone, do, done, and etc. Look at examples. I clean the board. I clean the board is active tense. Some people will say to you, come on, change this active tense to passive tense. Apply the rules. First, bring at the beginning of sentence your object, the board, it is singular. We must use is, not am, not are. You get third form of clean, cleaned by, I miss, gentle, me. It is passive. Okay guys, the fifth steps is that change the place of subject pronouns to object pronouns and reaction of it. The fifth step is that change the place of subject pronouns to object pronouns and reaction of the change the place of object pronouns to subject pronouns. So let's know what's subject pronouns and what's object pronouns. I, we, you, they, you, she, he, it. They are subject pronouns. But me, us, them, you, her, him, it, they are object pronouns. When you face to I, change to me. If you face to me, change to I. If you face we, change to us. Us should be changed to we. And rest of them are listed here. You can comprehend them very easily. Okay, there. Now let's go some examples for subject pronouns and object pronouns. You should not be confused. How can we change the places of them? For example, she called you. And here, she is subject pronoun and you is object pronoun. So come and change it. Let's put this. You. So it is simple past tense. You should use was over. You can use were. You were called by her. So see, you in here. The subject pronouns and both object pronouns are the same. But she is changed to her. Why? She is subject pronouns. It was changed to object pronouns. So it is the changing. And it is passive form too. Next example, we will buy it. See, we is subject pronoun and it is object pronoun. And we are going to cancel. This is related to simple future tense. It is subject pronoun and object pronoun. Both are the same. Well, the same place. In future tense, I've told you at be. Therefore, not by both. It will be bought by, we change what? We change to us. It is passive form. And next one, the next example, they have opened it. See, I'm going to consider it is present perfect tense. Now it's time to change the place of object to subject and subject to object. See, it should be at the first and next one. Can we use it with have? No. Because it's singular subject pronouns, we should use has. I've told you, in perfect tense we must use been. It has been opened by. They change what? Them. It is passive form. They change what? Them. So it's all the changing subject pronouns to object pronouns and object pronouns to subject pronouns in passive forms. Okay, some points must be understandable to everybody. The first one, every sentence is that in an object, we can change them to passive. My purpose in here is that if in your sentence existed transitive verbs, you can use them very basically and formally. For example, I open the car's door. See it? And here is V. V is transitive verb. We can understand that this sentence is possible that we can change it very formally. How? Apply the rules. The car solution at the first sentence See? The cars do. It is simple present tense. We can use is, that form of open, opened, again by, and action to, it is passive. So, consider transitive verbs. Some people will ask you, what is transitive verb? Transitive verb, it needs an object. When a verb that needs an object on that term, that verb is called transitive verb, like open, kill, call, touch, and etc. But sometimes we will face that a verb can be transitive and intransitive too. How? For example, speak, swim, run, walk, and etc. The second point, every sentence that indicates complement, but we can change to passive form, but we can change them in formal way. My purpose here is intransitive verb. If you face to intransitive verb, that you can't change it formally. How can you change it? But you can change informal. Look at example. I go to school, and here go is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb. But school is not the object here. It is complement. So when you face like this situation, you must change it informally. How? See, the action of going to school. It is simple present tense. Yes, to school is done by me. It is informal passive form. Why did we choose this way? Because the conceptions must not be changed. Okay guys, one thing that you should remind is that reflexive pronouns. So what is reflexive pronoun? Reflexive pronouns you study in parts of speech. So if we have like this example, for example, I called myself. How can we change this sense? Myself is object, the reflexive pronouns. How can we change it? According to rules of changing active to passive, we can't change it. Why? Because the doer and the receiver are the same persons. In this case, we have two informal ways. Look at examples. I is simple past tense. I was killed by myself. It is one informal way. It is one informal way. Informal way. And next, change the place. Myself was killed by me. But it is not too common. In more majority English grammar books that they have wrote their books, yes, it's unchangeable, you can't change it. Okay, next, some people will ask you what is by, that we use in passive form. By, it introduces our subjects. For example, in this example, see, I open the car's door is active sense, but the car's door is opened by me. This opened, it introduces our subject. See, me subject. But in here is used at the end of sentence. Why? Because it's passive voice. The most point is important in passive. It means changing from active to passive is that we must pay attention to this point. Is that we should not mix the conceptions of both tenses. It means the conceptions will not be changed. Just the forming of tenses will be changed. So it is too much necessary for everybody to change them. Okay guys, wish you understand and enjoy these lessons. Wait to our next videos and subscribe our channel till you understand all the English grammars basically and practically. Good luck, bye.